Hey up everybody, Betty's back. Right, today it's a lasagna that I'm going to be making, which I've done before, but this is a chicken and sweet corn lasagna, a slightly lighter version. So I'll show you the ingredients and we'll get cracking with it. Okay, so we have some chicken breasts, approximately 400 grams. I'm just going to use them up because they need using up. We've got you want 2 cups of chicken stock, which is going to be made from 1 stock cube, about 480 mils. You want 250 grams of frozen sweet corn, 75 grams of mozzarella, which is the one at the bottom there, 60 grams of cheddar, grated, both grated those. You want 8 sheets of lasagna sheets. I went into the cupboard and got about 2 or 3 packets in there that are unopened, so we're going to have to start using them up. And some fresh parsley. That is for the lasagna itself. And for the pasta sauce, you want 1 onion, diced, if you can see them there, 3 cloves of garlic hidden behind the pepper, 1 medium carrot, diced, 1 pepper, diced, a 400 gram tin of chopped tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, again, a stock cube, 480 mils, 1 stock cube. So it says dried parsley and dried basil, but I'm going to use the Italian seasoning there. Salt and pepper to taste, and we need some oil, which I've forgotten to put down, some cooking oil spray. And for the bechamel sauce, it's the same sauce that I did the other day, more or less. So you want some semi-skim milk, 375 mils. You want 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, which is that in the background there that I'm showing you. You want 30 grams of parmesan, a teaspoon of yellow mustard of your choice. I'm using Dijon. Half a teaspoon of garlic granules, which is what that is there, and salt and pepper. That's quite a few ingredients, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. So we'll get on with it. Okay, so the 480 mils of chicken stock made with the 1 cube into a pan. Add the 3 bits of chicken that I've got here, your chicken, and we're going to poach this so it makes it ultra healthy. You're not pan frying, you're not covering it in oil or fats or anything. We're going to bring this up to the boil, bring it down and let it simmer for 10 to 12 minutes. I'll set it for 12 minutes. Okay, so that has had 12 minutes. I'm going to remove this from the stock, and I'll let this cool down for a few minutes before shredding it. Right, so I've got the frying pan on, and I've about a tablespoon of olive oil. I haven't got the fry spray anymore. That ran out, so we haven't bought any more. So I'm just going to put the onions in here, and we're going to fry those off for a few minutes until they're translucent. Right, so that's had a few minutes now, they're starting to go, so I'm going to add my chopped pepper and my diced carrots. So this is the base, obviously, of the sauce, and eventually it's going to get blended, so don't worry about if there's chunky bits in there. Do not worry about it. Unless you like it nice and chunky, which I don't mind. But this recipe calls for it to be blended for a nice, rich, nutrient-packed, delicious sauce. So I'm going to fry these away for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, maybe a bit longer. About 3 or 4 minutes, I reckon. Right, so that's had a few minutes now. So next to go in is just the garlic. I didn't put that in earlier just to make sure it doesn't get burnt. So that's going in. We want our, let's see, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste is going into here now. That's about right. We want our 480 mils of stock. That is going into there. And we want our tin of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. There we go. Let's give that a little bit of a stir. And we need our herbs. So I'm just using Italian herbs here. So just, I don't know, as much as you like. So that's a blend of, yeah, Italian seasoning. It has herbs, garlic and pepper. So give that a bit of a stir. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. 1 second, that's that out of the way. A little bit of pep. A little bit of salt. And then I think I'll taste it later, and I might add a little bit of sugar or sweetener in there. I'll have to see what it's like. Okay, so that is that. So we're going to bring this to the boil and simmer it for 15 to 20 minutes just to soften all that veg up. Right, so that's had its 15 minutes. So I've turned the heat off now. Actually, no, I haven't. I will now. And this is going to go into a blender to make a smooth sauce. If you prefer it chunky, just leave it as is. But I'm going to make it into a nice smooth sauce. Okay, so I've blended my sauce, and as you can see, that's really thickened that lovely sauce up. Lovely colour. So into that we're going to add our sweet corn. Give that a bit of a stir. Okay, and then the chicken that I've shredded up just with 2 forks, that is going into there as well. I'm just gonna, it's really standing there shredding chicken, it takes it out your wrist, you know, believe it or not. Trying to get all the bits shredded up. Right, so I'm just going to get this in. That's basically our sauce and filling done. So next on the list is to make the cheats bechamel sauce again, but with a couple of little things added to it that we didn't have last time. Come on, get in. Right, so I'm just going to combine this all together, and that's the filling ready for the lasagna. The sauce looks amazing. Right, nicely mixed in. Right, so we'll crack on with the cheats bechamel sauce now. Okay, so we're making the bechamel sauce now. I've got the milk in a pan on a low heat. I've added the 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon, sorry, of garlic, and the 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. That is into there. So again, you just keep this on a low heat and you keep stirring it until you feel it thicken. So I'll come back when we're more or less at that stage. Okay, so I can feel it's starting to thicken up now, and it's sort of like coating the spoon now, as you can see. It's coating it, so I'm going to go in, keep stirring, go in with my parmesan. There we go, stir this in. Nice low heat. Whoa. And that's thickening up again quite nicely. It's a bit of a labour of love, but it is worth it. It's a very it's a cheats way of doing it, basically. Slightly healthier, I would have said, because there's no butter in there. Right, so just going to turn that off for the meantime. Stick in a little bit of salt and pepper. So this is a bit like the one I did the other day, but it has the mustard and the garlic granules in there as well. So I'm just going to combine that together. You don't want them lumps of pepper if we can help it. So I'll just keep stirring that. Just going to put that back on the heat for a second, just to thicken it up a slight bit more. Yeah, that's thickening up again now. You can see like the sheen on it. It's hard to describe, but you can sort of feel it on your spoon, you know, when it's changing. Obviously you keep stirring it, you don't want it to catch. Right, so that'll do for now. I'll turn that off. Right, I think it's about time for the assembly job, more or less. Okay, so in our casserole dish here, I've put about half of the mixture in the bottom, and we're gonna, whichever way we can do it, I'm just trying to work that out now, which is the best way to do it. I'm gonna go 4 lasagne sheets, like so. That's just been a little bit of a pain, but that will bend. So that is that. So now we're gonna, the remaining half of this is basically going on top of those lasagne sheets, and I can get it all out. I might have to get my spatula thing out, mind you, it's coming out alright, okay. At the minute, just trying to get every last little bit out. That'll do. So again, spread that out evenly on the top. Try and make it an even layer. Oh, that's broken a little bit, but that's pushed it down now, so that doesn't really matter. Right. That is that. 1 second. And now, same again with the lasagne sheets on the top. And now for the lovely bechamel sauce. Try and spread that nice and evenly over the top. I mean, normally I would bake this straight away, but I'm not going to because again it's the middle of the day. I do split shifts. So basically I'm making this ready for the oven for when I come in tonight, and we can have it fresh, not warmed up then, which makes a bit of a difference. So there's your bechamel sauce. Just make sure it's pushed nice and evenly over the top, and I've got some washing up to do. Right, in with our our cheddar and mozzarella, or is it the other way around? Either or, it's going on top. So I'll spread it nice and evenly over the top. You get the picture. Right, so that's that in. And then with this lovely jubbly. So when I come back tonight, I will tell you the temps of the oven and how long to bake it for. So I'm going to leave that there. That is now ready for the oven. So I will catch you guys tonight. Nanosecond for yous, but about 4 hours for me. Right, I'm back. So I'm putting it in the big cassoulet. So we'll power this up. And we're going to have it on bake. And we're going to have it at 170 fan, 190C, 375 Fahrenheit if you're in America, or gas mark 5. And that will go in for 30 minutes. So away we go. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so there we have it. It's had its 30 minutes. So that is my chicken and sweet corn lasagna, and I've just scattered some parsley on the top. I'm going to let it settle down a little bit, and then it'll be taste testing time. Right, I've got my weapon, so I'm just going to dig straight in. You can have this whatever you like, if you want a bit of salad or some garlic bread, but we're trying to cut back a little bit, so we're just going to have it as is. I've never had a chicken and sweet corn lasagna before.
That's beautiful.
It's really nice. That little crust on the cheese there at the top. It did say in the recipe if you wanted to, you just put it under the grill for a couple of minutes just to brown it off, but it already browned off quite well in the cassoulet, so I didn't need to do that. Creamy. The sauce is lovely. All that hidden veg in there. That's really nice. That's definitely worth a go. Excuse me. So if you liked it, please give it one of those. I'd like to thank you all for all your lovely recipe ideas and all your lovely comments. Keep them all coming. And if you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so, because it would help us immensely. So like I said earlier in the video, we're looking forward now to our holiday. We may, depending on what we find, we may do a little video or something. I don't know yet. Might do a live or something like that, maybe one night. We'll have to wait and see. But we're both absolutely shattered. To be fair, we really need this holiday.
Yeah.
It's been like since May, was it? It was May, wasn't it, when we went last holiday? So it's well overdue for us. And the place that we're going to Portugal, and the place that we found, it's a really relaxing, nice, peaceful, not hustle and bustle. Alvor in Portugal, yeah, it's near Portimao. And we've never been to that part of Albufeira, Portugal. We've always been to Albufeira. So we're really looking forward to it. Anyway, I'll stop waffling and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So, see you soon. Bye.